Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to start a new series in which I'm going to cover data structures and algorithms. So basically data structures and algorithms are really important if you are aspiring to crack big tech companies. Okay, and basically it's the first thing you should do before learning a language. Okay, so these concepts are really important. Okay, it doesn't matter what language you're using, but in this course or series I'm going to use C language. So if you don't know C language, you can just watch a crash course on it. I have it on my channel. So basically this video is an introduction to data structure and algorithms. So what is exactly data structure and algorithms? So basically a data structure is nothing but is a collection of data generally organized so that items can be stored and retrieved by some fixed techniques. So basically if you know a little bit about programming and stuff, you might know about arrays. So what are arrays? Basically it is a data structure, okay, in which you store elements. So here you store 1, here you store 2, here you store 3, and so on. Okay, you store data in it. So basically this is a data structure. So like this there are many data structures, like there are stack, there are heaps, there is like linked list, binary tree. So data structures are there. So basically first of all, data structure is nothing but a way to store data in any of, like, in a structure basically. So for example, array is a data structure in which item is stored and retrieved because of its index number. So I want to get the first elements in this structure, I will do array and the first element basically. So yeah, this is basically a data structure array. Okay, so now let's see what is an algorithm. An algorithm is nothing but a way to solve a problem or any well-defined task. So an algorithm is any well-defined step-by-step procedure for solving a computational problem. So if you are into competitive programming or things like that, you might have solved some problems. So basically questions in competitive programming are basically on data structure and algorithms. So a good knowledge of it might help you there. So basically the question may be reverse this array or get the if find the duplicate number. So questions will be like that. So for that you need to know data structure and algorithm. So an algorithm, so how will you get the first value? So let's see what an algorithm is. Let's see an example. So let's see a problem is that you have to add two numbers, okay, that is 5 and 3. So what is the first thing you're gonna do? You're gonna like, first of all, let's assign these values to a variable. So you will give the value to an integer data type variable which is x is equal to 5, and another you will assign variable which is 3. Okay, and then what you will do, you're gonna perform the action like assign another variable which is z. Okay, and you assign the value of 5 plus 3 basically. Okay, so all of these are integer data types. So now you're going to print these values to your console. So basically this is an algorithm to solve a problem, add two numbers 5 and 3. So there may be multiple ways to solve the problem. So the last step will be printed. So there may be multiple ways to solve this algorithms to solve this problem, like you can just print 5 plus 3 or use this method, or just print x plus y not assigning this value z. So yeah, there are multiple ways to solve this problem. So yeah, data structure is nothing but a way to store data so that you can get and retrieve, store and retrieve it in any with fixed techniques. An algorithm is nothing but a well-defined step-by-step procedure for solving a problem. Okay, so now let's see the first topic let's see the first topic we're going to cover. So that is big O notation and time complexity. See, so let's assume that there is an array. Okay, let's go here and draw. So this is an array, and here what I'm going to do, to draw simple lines here and there, here, 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 here. So here, like let's assume we have like 8 what are the values, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So there are 7 is the basically the storage of this array. So you store data, you store 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7. So the problem is you have to get the first element of this array. So your procedure must be like the array and the 0th element of this array. Okay, so this should be a procedure. So that's an algorithm you use to solve this problem. So the time complexity of this problem is O of 1. So let's understand why. Let's assume there are 800 elements in this array. Let's assume this is an 7 and there are 800 elements. Let's assume. So can make it here. There are multiple cells. Wait a second. There are multiple cells in here, 1 2 3 4 5, so on. Okay, so there is 800 cells and there are elements like character C, F. You can store only one data type in an array, so store characters and so on. You store any X, Y, Z, whatever characters you stored here. Okay, so the question is you want to get the first element. So here you got the element which is using this algorithm to get the first element in your array. But let's assume that there are 800 elements and you want to get the first element of this. So your procedure will be same to solve this problem and also this problem, and it will take like same like efforts to get the first element. Okay, so the time complexity of this will be O of n. Okay, why O of n? Because the input doesn't matter, just taking the first element. So here there are whether there are 8 elements or 800 elements, it doesn't matter, we are just going to get the first element of it. So the effort is going to be same. So this the time complexity will be O of n. Okay, of our algorithm. So let's see what is, so this is big O notation. You denote how much time complexity of this algorithm you're using to solve this problem. So the next is O of n. Okay, so the question is how to get the last element of this array. So in case here it is 7. Okay, and let's assume that the 800th element is 800. Okay, so you want to get these values. No, it can't be 800 because it's a character type data. So let's assume it is let's assume it's A. So you want to get this value, but here the size of the array matters, because here it is only 7 elements and here are 800 elements. So if you use a for loop or search one by one, it will take time to get to this element, and here it will do it in a just milliseconds it will do the calculation. So basically this is your O of n, in which the input matters. So here if 7 elements is there, then the problem will only take some amount of memory, and here it will take huge amount of time, okay, and power. So this is O of n, in which input matters in your algorithm. So the worst case is going to be O of n, because the input matters here. So this is basically O of n. What is O log of n? Let's see if we want to get the last element. Okay, so no, let's see if you want to get the element A. Okay, so this is the problem. How are we going to solve in this 800? So what we'll do, we're going to, like, let's use a different color. We're going to like slice this array in half and search the left side. So here there is no A over here, so we're going to just remove this left section and then search in this part. Okay, so if there is search this part, and if we don't get, we're going to slice another. So this is basically O of log n. So this is how we're going to solve this problem using this algorithm. We're going to slicing. So this is basically O log of n, in which with every step the problem is getting simpler. Okay, so it's only a like we sliced and there are only this number of elements, and then we take the half and slice it again, and if the left one is there, then we got the problem, or we're going to remove it, and then there is our A over here. So basically this is O log of n, in which every procedure the problems get simpler and simpler. So this is how the chart works. O of n, there is no problem, it will be same whether your algorithm, whether the input never matters, and here the larger the input, the larger it will grow. So we talked about this, and next thing is O n square. What is O n square? O n square is basically when let's assume there are multiple arrays. Okay, multiple arrays, no, there are multi-dimensional arrays. So here is an array. Basically, let's use a different color over here. So here we have this array in which like two elements are there. Okay, so and the two elements are arrays, so it's a multi-dimensional array. Okay, so it's a like a 2D array. So here the value is 1 2 3. This array ended, and the next element is also an array, and here value is 4 5 and 6. So you want to get 5, okay, in this data structure. So basically your procedure is going to be use a for loop and then iterate over each element of this array, and then get to that this second child array, and then iterate through over it, and when we find the data, to like the problem is solved. So this procedure is O n square because the input matters. If like we say for this algorithm, let's assume that there are like 5 more arrays are there, and in which there are 7 memory allocations to each child array. Okay, so first we're going to see the array in whole. We're going to iterate over it, and there we have to see in each child array also, in each element also there is like you get the point. So that's basically O of n square. O n square basically we are getting into each input as well. We are iterating over this element, and then in this element we are going to iterate. Okay, so I hope you got the point. So basically, yeah, this was the video. It was an introductory video to this course. In the next video we are going to talk about arrays in whole, Okay, so we're going to discuss arrays. So the next topic is going to be arrays. So yeah, I hope this video was helpful, and I will see you next time.